need
And we're going to talk about various causes.
Yeah, the
Wounded
Wounded
Warrior.
running to raise money for Wounded Warrior
there is
Project.
Okay.
no
which is
obligation.
And and we'll talk about
Clear
Wounded
answers
Warrior
to your Medicare supplement
and all they
questions
do.
At 1-800-464.
And how's life? Everything good?
Good, yeah, everything's going
That's
well.
1-800-464-3068.
Boom, boom, boom,
Call
boom,
right
boom,
now
boom.
at 1-800-464-3068.
Truman Talks Law on Great Day Live is sponsored by the Karl Truman Law Office.
Oh, it's great to have a chat with Karl Truman in here. Sometimes we talk about legal issues. Good to see you again, Karl, and obviously ways you can use an attorney. But we're going to sidestep here a little bit today. The New York City Marathon comes up November 2nd, a month from now. Many of the people running will be running for a cause. Well, one of them is Karl Truman. He's running his 15th marathon. What? Raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project. Karl, of course, is a retired lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Army Reserve and is active with veterans groups. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
You've been here for honor flights and other things before. You're great about helping with veterans, fellow veterans. And Wounded Warriors is such a valuable project for everybody.
That's right. You know, as a veteran, you know, one of my passions is trying to help causes, veterans organizations, support veterans organizations. And so, you know, in addition to, all the personal injury work and auto accidents that I do, one of the things I also do is veterans disability work. So I always, try to incorporate something for the veterans in what I do because it's really an important thing to remember them. And Wounded Warrior Project is a great organization that really supports the veterans and disabled veterans. And so, one of my passions is running. I enjoy it. It's one of my hobbies. And doing the New York City Marathon next month, and so I thought I wanted to run for a cause, and so the cause that I selected is the Wounded Warrior Project.
And I guess, sometimes we forget, we as Americans forget, we think that everybody's just sort of taken care of, the military people are taken care of, but we as a society need to reach out and embrace and help in peripheral ways.
We really do, because these, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, men and women that have really sacrificed so much, and especially those that return with so many disabilities, and especially, again, doing disability work that I see so often, that they really need community support, they need our support, because unfortunately sometimes the government just isn't there to pick up the load.
And sadly, a few times when you and I have had chats here on TV, we've talked about how difficult it is sometimes for people to get disability payments. Please tell me that our veterans are not pushed, there's not paper pushed around to delay payments and so forth.
Well, one of the frustrating things in doing VA disability work is how long it takes to get through the system. I mean, it's really unfortunate that it can take years to try to get claims processed. But beyond that, the Wounded Warrior Project is, helps the people that, that have disabilities through their service to be able to live an active and full life. And so that's one of the things and that's why it's important to support this organization in helping the wounded veterans.
Again, I appreciate so many times, so many ways you talk about helping veterans organizations. Again, honor flights is another wonderful thing. There's one of those coming up here shortly.
I'm actually going on that tomorrow.
Oh, are you? Well, good. You're taking up some great guys, some heroes back to D.C. I want to talk about running for a minute or two. You're a month out, so what are you up to? 15 miles, 17? Where are you?
Well, this weekend I'll be doing a 20-mile run.
Boy, that's what I want to hear. Where are you there?
That is Miami.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Yeah,
I've run New York City. It is awesome when you come across the 59th Street Bridge and those people are waiting for you in Manhattan. It'll bring you back because you've already done Brooklyn by that time, and when you get onto the island, Manhattan, they're roaring for you the rest of the way you'll get home.
It's pretty big, about 50,000 runners. But
pretty awesome.
So you can go to my website, trumanlaw.com, and I have a button there that has the Wounded Warrior Project on there that'll take you to a link to be able to make a donation to the cause.
Appreciate it, brother.
Right.
Good luck in the marathon.
Thank you.
You can learn more online. He said trumanlaw.com is the website. And please make that donation to Wounded Warrior Project. And reach Karl Truman anytime at 502 and then all twos, 222-2222.
You're like
like me, just the word
Right,
Medicare.
thank you.
Hey, you did a good job on there.
Thanks.
Thanks, bud. Happy
Oh,
run
the
this
Bucher one.
weekend.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, well, you build your way up. But you've done enough marathons, you know how that works.
We'll just say ad student. Not a problem.
Yeah.
And then tossed our
What's your
singers.